Hey, what's up? So this here is going to sound a bit crazy. We don't have a term for it. All we can do is call it it. No, not Pennywise, not the book, not the TV show at one point, not the movie, not the reboot movie. This it is just different. It's general, but it's just when bad things keep happening or bad people keep coming to you. Situations that you are in, you can't see it. You can experience it. Now, this ain't some spiritual mess. This ain't no faith mess. This is literally basically how to get out of a dark place when the darkness, the bad, the craptacular pieces of life wants to flood at you. You never know it, but it's there. This here has always been around. Thing is, Sidra and I didn't have a name for it until our verbal role play, and it was just me coming up with situations. And the idea is to make a situation, have the characters do something, and let their personalities take over to control the narrative, instead of the game moderator, which would be me controlling the narrative. So when that happens, and then emotions tempers, situations flare, and then suddenly there's what you call drama. We all know drama. You can drama. That's it. There's good drama and there's bad drama. Honestly, drama is just the act or the thing going on, but everything is associated with negativity. So drama is associated with negativity. So we'll use drama in the term that everyone notices and recognizes and validates, which is negativity. So whether it be drama, whether it be some political crap or religious crap or social crap or even atheist crap, when crap happens, it is starting to happen. Not that it's happening, it's started to happen. So, for example, I ask that if you don't want to call yourself out, don't. I'm being very general, very general, because I've gone through this. Matter of fact, let me use it's a romantic example. There was this girl, and I'm calling her name out because fuck her. I fucked up. Okay, this is me. I fucked up. There was this girl named Jesu. Thin, tallish Asian girl. I wanted an Asian girl. I thought she was cute. I didn't have any self-confidence or anything. So I wrote her a note, simply saying, "Hi, my name is Cedric. I'm interested in you. Will you please, talk to me? And let's see where this goes." Now, I got lucky. Why? She didn't respond. She didn't, and she might have said something. When you look at her, you would look at her and say, "Wow, why would you even talk to her?" She legitimately looks like one of them uppity, "I'm too good for everybody" people. She looks like that. Now, nothing came of that. I'm lucky. My friend at the time, Shannon, wrote a letter to this girl, and he wrote this thing, and like, "What's up? Can we hook up? Here's my number, yada, yada, yada." She writes back, "What is a mechanism?" He got out of it. I said, "Dude, don't even, just no, don't even." That's where that went. This is some stuff that happens, when you're, and here's that, but when you're in it, you're not gonna see, just laughing. What was up?
A mechanism. That was her response.
Yeah, that was her response. What is a mechanism?
Okay.
It's just so stuff like this is soft. It's easy. You get off lucky, move on. Legitimately, that's what we did. We were in high school. We moved on. Count your losses. All right. Now, here's it happening. Truck, listen to this. Truck is loading. Okay, what the fuck? This is some stupid shit. This truck is had to pull halfway into our driveway, back up. This is some stupid shit. Where's my damn phone? Let me see if I can get this.
They know each other.
Oh, they know each other?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because this truck got to back up and go in and out of our driveway. Man, my windows are dirty. You can't see past that. Okay, I was trying to record on my phone, but it ain't working. But yeah, he has to pull in our driveway back up and then back into the road in front of us. This white car comes up and honks. Then the truck is like, I got to back up. The car walks, not walks, but rolls forward a little bit. Obviously, there's an issue going on. The car honks, but obviously they know each other. But the problem is I've seen this just last year, but it won't. This white car, it was a car that I don't see on this road too often, and there was a problem. They had an argument, but obviously they resolved it. But that is being in it. See, those guys were in it. They can't see it from our perspective. We are on the outside looking in. A situation is happening. We can see who was at fault. We can see who looked dumb first, and then we can make a good judgment. But when you're in it, you don't have that luxury sometimes. You're not there. Here is a relationship example. I was with a girl, romantically, meaning emotionally. This girl, we never got physical. Never. We were together about 3 months. Now, this girl had obviously some egotistical issues. She had lots of boyfriends. And I was like, I don't know about this. This right here ain't gonna make it. It's not my style. So, I'm a trusting idiot at the time. So, and she didn't care about him. And I knew she didn't care about him. She didn't give a shit about him. She wouldn't stop talking to me. She would always hang the phone up, to talk to me, So, yeah, he's fucking with him now. If y'all can hear that the horn was blowing. But she said she got rid of him. And I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, we can hook up. So fine, we're together. And 3 months, I think it was like I think it was like 2 days before we broke up, in a legitimate 90-day time period. And I'm like, okay, it's obvious that you still got all these boyfriends. Instead of, you said you're going to the movies, you was actually with the with the dude. Instead of when you said you was going to your friend's house, you was with that dude, some other dude that's not the first dude. So we're done. See, it was that simple. We're done. She was upset. She was pissed. And one would like to think she's mad because obviously she had feelings for me and all this. No, what she was, my ego is too strong. You can't leave me because I haven't released you. That's my assumption. All right. Because guys wanted her. And if she got rid of a guy, that was how it went. The guys never got rid of her, and they didn't mind sharing, I guess, if they even knew about each other. But that's how that went. Now, when I said it was done, it was done. No more romantic involvement or anything like that. I stayed friends. We chilled, but not together anymore. Didn't want to be around her. So, was I out of it? To me, yeah. But no, I wasn't. I wasn't out of it. It was just part of the storm. Because then, just a couple of weeks later, people calling me, hey, did you go with this girl? And for the longest, even before then, I'm like, no, leave me the fuck alone. I don't care. I'm not part of this. Leave me alone. I'm out of this. I moved on. I'm playing my games. I'm doing my wrestling stuff. I'm having fun. Get the fuck on. And then drop my guard. And it's like, hey, didn't you go with this girl? Yeah, but not anymore. They're like, see, look, what we found out was all this dirt. We found this dirt and that dirt. And I'm like, all right. I mean, literally, all right. Now, see, that's it. All that stupid shit, that was it, trying to get into my life. Now, if I weren't a thinking person at that time, noticing, because I was around so much dumb shit, it was easy to see when it came at me. All right, usually, at least that level of stupid stuff. So what would happen? I would, hey, I'm okay. That's what happened. That's what she did. Okay, I don't control her. I don't control anybody. It's over. I got nothing to say. I don't. All that she did with whomever has nothing to do with me because I'm not with that. That's out of my life. But see, if I won't thinking, it would be, I'm pissed. How can she do that to me then? You know, she shouldn't have been with any of those dudes. Like she said she wasn't anymore. Now I'm upset because this girl I'm not with anymore that I have nothing to do with was cheating on me back then with people that she was with before she was with me, but I'm angry that she was with them anyway because she lied and I'm upset. Now I have put myself in it. That's what would have happened. That is how that go. When people get in it, they don't want to see it. It's like the forest and the trees, man. It's just, you can't see one for the other, you know. And it don't matter how you put it, you know. If you're looking at the whole forest or you're just looking at the first thin layer of trees, you're not going to see one for the other because you're in it. When you're outside of it, you can make a description, see how it's going, and escape. For example, someone I know is in almost a similar situation. But let me make it a hyperbole. Let me make it as something that actually happened. All right, I want this person to know that this stuff isn't isolated. So my friend hooked me up with this girl, and this girl was kind of leading me on here and there. All right, that was the whole point. Lead me on, make me think that we're going to have this thing going. But we're not. We're not having this thing going, not completely. And then eventually we do. Fine. We go to the skating rink. At that place, I guess that's when it was made official. She kissed me, although I admit I put on the I'm helpless, lonely, by myself charm to break somebody into feeling sympathetic for me. So she came over, she kissed me. It was a deep kiss. It was a pretty nice kiss. And then over. For me, over. Next day, everyone is like, you know, this here, you know, we saw you kiss. We saw you kiss. And I'm like, okay, you did. All right. I can't be the first human being that you've seen kiss somebody. You know, that was my mindset. There are too many people around for a kiss to be original at this point. So she's like, you know, maybe we could do something. I'm like, I don't know. So then she calls back later saying she's got a boyfriend. Let's skip a week or two. It's gone. She's not with the guy anymore. I haven't talked to her. And I decided what I am going to do is I am going to just go with her and see how this goes. So I said, hey, you want to go together? And she's like, sure. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll call you back later. So I hang up. All right. Now, we're together. It's been about 3 or 4 days. We have conversations on and off, talking about random stuff, sexual stuff, non-sexual stuff, things that she's interested in. Because, you know, we're not going to talk about what I'm interested in. That's just not going to happen. That shows a bad relationship thereof right there. And I knew it then, but I didn't care because I didn't take her serious. But I respected her just like I respect anyone else. Now, find out, wow, she's cheating on you. Oh, really? I didn't see that coming. Now, while it is trying to come into my life because it is that drama, that situation, while that is coming into my life, I am like, it is what it is. I'm not even in that mindset of we're done. I'm like, she's cheating. It's not cheating because I know I don't have any physical contact with her. We talk on the phone. It's a verbal agreement to be together, and she obviously doesn't respect relationships, so it is what it is. And the guy I do go to school with that she is with. Now, this dude looked like he was fucking 28 or something. All right, I shit you not. He should have been fucking 28 or 32, and keeping himself clean shaven, like he's just trying to hide in high school or something. And you know, he's trying to R. Kelly the whole thing. And then I don't know if high school would have been, you know, young enough, but he all of a sudden, we were cool now, Me and this guy were on and off again, cool. Not like we were ever enemies, but like, you know, people you say, oh, hey, what's up? How you doing? But then at some point you see him and you don't really say anything. Nobody says anything to each other, but you're not enemies. So it's kind of on and off again like that. So then all of a sudden I'm like, look, all right, girl, we're breaking up. And her name is Carmen. It was Nicole. We break up. Why? Because I just didn't care to keep. I was just like, I'm bored. I was legitimately bored with her brain. So I didn't care. And I'm like, and you know what, look, for anyone out there that's be dumb fuck enough to be like, yeah, you should be interested in the body, that's why you're bored with the brain, because nobody wants a girl for her brain. You know what, fuck off, fuck you, get the fuck out, you know, unsubscribe and get the fuck away from me. I don't give a shit. But I just didn't care. So people that knew of she and I going together decide to talk shit to him about me and her going together. And he calls me and he's like, hey man, what's up with you going with my girl? I said on this date I asked her to go with me. She said yes. On this date, roughly 2 weeks later, I break up with her because I knew about you and fuck doing that. I don't share. I leave. I don't fight. I leave. I'm not going to fight for somebody that's going to be with somebody else. That's stupid. So he's like, so you got a problem with my girl? And I'm like, what? And I'm thinking, this dude was intelligent. What happened? You know? And so I was like, dude, it's not even worth it. So, and then he hangs up. All right. In school, all of a sudden, people started coming after me, trying to kick my ass or start a fight. I didn't patch this together until I'm talking about it right now. So obviously this dude's gotten people to want to kick my ass, but I just simply back up and walk away from the fighting because there's no way I'm going to kick the shit out of 5 people. This is not the movies, all right? Not going to happen. And nobody's going to come at me alone. They never do. The most unpopular, untested fight style person in school that don't want to fight anyone, would rather run than fight, they got to come at me as a gang. You know why? Because it was easy. That is another it. When you're unpopular and unliked, why? Does anyone have a reason? That is it causing it. Leave it alone. Walk away. Don't be a part of it. If they don't like you, fuck them. Fuck them. Leave them alone. Don't try to be their friend. Don't try to be part of their group. Don't try to fit in. Leave it alone. This guy decides what he's going to do is he's going to see me in school. And he's like, so how we going to do this, huh? Where we going to do this? I was like, where? Now, I admit, I was looking at this white girl. She had some nice, thick, round thighs. My mind was on sex. So when he says that, I'm like, dude, no. Now, when I said it, I was like, no. I said, I'm not like that, man. I said, you know, I respect you and all, but I'm not like that. I thought you was with Nicole. And he was like, the fuck you talking about? So right there was a disconnect on both our ends. Because I'm looking at some nice legs, and he's like, well, you want to do this? How are we going to do this? And I'm like, no. I don't know how to say no to this offer any more politely because I wasn't trained that way by society. You know, so I'm like, no, man, no, you're supposed to be with Nicole. Why, you know? And he's like, yeah. What you mean, no? And I was like, I don't do that. He was like, what? Get your ass kicked? What, you say you don't get your ass kicked? And I was like, oh, you talking about a fight? I said, oh, dude, that's so much better. And he was like, what? And I was like, no, I thought you was talking about something. Look, why are we going to fight over her? I said, why are you trying to fight me? We were cool. He said, because you're trying to be with my girl. And I said, who told you I wanted to, I said, just this way. Who told you I wanted to be with somebody that I told you I broke up with? Because she's going with you too. And I waited for it. It took about 5 seconds or so, but I saw it on his face like, wait, that don't make no damn sense. I looked at him, I said, we supposed to be cool. how is it we cool if I'm going to be with the girl you with? I said, it's no battle. You want her, you got her. Done. That's it. Done. And then I'm like, and he's like, but I like this girl. You know, I see her every day. I was like, so you were seeing her every day that I was going with her? And he was like, yeah. I said, and I was going with her before you. He was like, yeah. I said, rationally speaking, shouldn't I be wanting to kick your ass? And then he was like, well, yeah. I said, so you coming after me for being with a girl that she's cheating on you with? What the fuck? I said, look, listen. She's playing both of us to get us to fight each other. She's playing us. Shouldn't we be wanting to kick her ass for her trying to make us kick each other's ass? Really? And he was just kind of like, shit. I said, don't fight the one that she's cheating with. Fight the one causing the cheating. I said, dude, I'm a guy. If it was me second, it's my duty to tap that booty. That's the way it goes. It's up to her to stay loyal. It ain't up for me to keep her loyal to you. You know, he was kind of like, fuck. There was this girl I was interested in. You know, oh yeah, we were cool, and then we just kind of stopped talking, but we ended cool, at least. But there was this girl that I was interested in. I'm going to call her whole name out. This is what you call in some stupid shit. Her name was Shannon Drain. You might not like me doxing, but I'm not giving out phone number or address because I don't know either, and don't give a fuck to know. But at the time, I was trying to hook up with her. I asked her many times because I was a fucking idiot. She eventually says yes. Cool. Let's do this. Let's hook up. Where you want to meet? She says here. I don't have a car. I don't have transportation. So basically, it was going to be a 15-mile walk. Me and my friend who's going to walk with me, we must have walked probably 6 miles. Stopped, got something to eat at a store. We talked about things. And I'm like, you walking with me to see this girl? He was like, yeah. I said, what are you getting out of it? He said, well, I get to hang with my buddy. I get to get some exercise. And I get to see the other girl, Heather Bass. I'm calling that name out too because she was an asshole at the time. This is all in high school. This is 10th grade. Summer of 10th grade or so. Yeah, summer before going to 11th grade, my bad. So he says, where do they stay? So I gave the address, told him where it's supposed to be. Told him what time I'd be there. All right. And he's like, okay, that is in that direction, but they've got you turning left on a street that only exists on the right. The only other side are trees and like a bookstore or something like that, or another forest or something. And I'm like, oh. He was like, okay, obviously they're playing games. So we walked back home. On the way back home, we stopped and get something to eat somewhere else because it's a long walk and it was fucking hot. You know, and I'm amazed I wasn't a sweaty mess like I normally would be. I don't know, because it was chill. But then I get on the phone, I call her, and she's like, I thought you were supposed to be here. And she didn't even sound annoyed or frustrated. And I was like, why'd you go with me? That's all I asked her. Why'd you go with me? She said, well, I said yes because I was hoping that if you said, because you kept asking to go with me, and I was hoping if I said yes, you'd leave me alone. I was like, oh, okay. That's a little bad. All right. So I was like, all right, well, we don't have to go together anymore. Okay, fine. Summer ends, school year starts. She goes to my school now. She sees me. She's not the most attractive thing I've seen. But I would have still been with her. It wouldn't have mattered how she looked. It's all about how she acted. And she did not act well. But what did she do when she saw me? She laughed and ran behind the double doors. Basically saying, I'm unsightly. And I remember thinking, wow, if it weren't for you having a pussy, nobody would want you in the first place. So obviously, two unattractive people casting judgment on each other. How ironic. Now, Sidra will tell you that I'm not unattractive. You can judge for yourself because I've posted a video of me showing myself, so you can judge yourself if I am someone that is attractive or unattractive. That's your opinion. Your opinions don't make a fact. It's just how you personally feel about something. That's it. But if opinions were facts, then I'd be right about everything now, wouldn't I? So, learning when it is happening, because see, I learned to get out of it way before I learned what it was, before all this drama, all the crap. I learned. And I'm going to tell you right now, getting out of it is easy. If you're in a relationship, or you're in part of one, or you're interested in one, and it's not going well, it's not positive, it's not neutral. If you're wanting to whoop somebody's ass that you're interested in, walk away. It's not needed. It's just leave it alone. If you are in a relationship where this person has people that surround them that are unfavorable for decency, and they're causing you issues, and the person that you're with is not helping you get out of these issues, walk away. I kid you not. Walk away. Leave it alone. If they go to the same school, the same church, live in the same house, walk away. I'm not saying leave the house. What I mean is stop engaging in them in that situation, in that moment. If they try to start up with you, say, look, legitimately look at them and say, I am not participating in this fuckery with you. And if you don't want to swear, curse, say any favorite words, then say, I am not dealing in this drama with you. And you say, I am more important than you wanting to cause harm to me. If I was important to you, you would not hurt me. You would not cause harm to me. And if you did, you would acknowledge it and fix it. You know, that's it. Have me and Sidra gotten into arguments? Yes. And I have apologized many a times. Sidra's not the type to really apologize until you point out to her what's really going on, because she can't see it. Once you're in it, and then you got other stuff pulling at you, you're not going to really think about it. You're not looking back. You're just like, look, we had an argument. Shit was said. We're pissed. And then she got other stuff, and I'm sitting here like, you don't even give a, we just said this shit. You just walk the fuck off. Okay, I see how that, okay. And then I bring it up to her, and I'm like, this is what you said. This is what had happened. How do you think I'm going to feel? How would you feel if if I was saying those things and just walked off? And she was like, oh, now when you bring it up to her, then the humanity comes out. She's like, oh shit, I'm sorry. I never meant for that to happen. And then it's like, man, you get to see the beauty of her, and it's like, yes. This here. Yes. That's how decency goes, whether you're in a deep relationship or just an acquaintance or just general strangers on the street. Somebody walk by, bump your shoulder, shit falls on the ground. You can pick it up, pick up your stuff, and move on. All right? Because you know what they're looking for? They're looking to cause trouble. That's what they're looking for. Now, here's this. If you're with somebody, let's say you're walking down the street and you're with somebody and someone bumps your shoulder, you can tell who's going to bump your shoulder. You look for that person that's walking straight and they refuse to move over. They got about 8 or 9 steps to do so. You can count them. They won't move over. You know what you can do if you want to cause some shit? You walk, clutch your shit, your items tight, stiffen up that shoulder, momentarily stand still, about 2 steps, stand still, and let them bump into you. You make sure you lean into it just enough where they can't knock you down. And when they bump off you, they're going to have the problem. And what you say is, I stood still and you tried to bump off me. Why are you causing this trouble? Now, hey, they got to face that. And there are people, mental illness. If you cause the problem and you blame the other people for the problem you caused, you're fucked in the head. All right? That's just it. You're fucked in the head. Now, you can get unfucked, but most people can't do it themselves because they can't see it. I mean, who's crazy? The one that is or the ones that's assuming? I mean, how do you know? How can you judge? Well, no one's going to say they're crazy. They're going to assume everyone else is wrong. Scary. That's being introspective. That's questioning things, and there's nothing wrong with skepticism. Skepticism helps evade being in it. Because you question things. You want to figure it out. Who's to blame? Find out who's to blame. And if you are to blame, I'm sorry. No backhanded apologies. I'm sorry if you feel that way. Well, shit, now you're the asshole. Now you're the asshole. Be like, I'm sorry, my bad. I messed up. And if they keep going at it even after your apology and they're blaming you and they're pissed, fuck it then. It's like in high school, somebody's like, man, if I apologize, I mean it. But if you can't accept my apology, then fuck you. I apologized. I get that. Now we're in a world where everyone is saying, I'm sorry. And they're always backhanded apologies, so you don't know which is which. And that causes what? More drama. They are in it. You're in it. And we're all in it. You have to find a way to rise to the surface. Because when you're in it, you're deep. And when you get out of it, you're on the surface. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? You get to inhale fresh air, breathe, look down and be like, that's some crazy shit down there. I was in that? Oh my goodness. It's akin to people saying that they're drowning. When some people have said they've been underwater, deep underwater, they're running out of air, they suck some in, they're panicking, they're scared, and then they get to the surface and they breathe that fresh air, they cough out that little water they got in. Oh my goodness, we're safe, and then you're just like, this here is happening. And they look around at the water, it's like, fuck. They might dunk their head underwater just to look one last time, see where they were, and be like, fuck that. Get out the water, and from then on, have this unspeakable fear of either the ocean, lakes, rivers, or period being underwater. It's hard to sometimes rise above it, but when you do, you get to finally breathe fresh air and understand what's going on. Do you have anything else to say? Do you have anything to say at all? Okay, I was hoping she'd have more, but she don't. This ran real long, but this is Cedric Kennedy and Sidra Owens, Comparative Reasoning. For as much as Sidra was in it, thank you for listening.